Hello there. Welcome back. I am Erica Champion Wise, and I hope you're having a good day. Oh my goodness, today's good. Happy Monday. Happy Mindset Monday. Friends, you know, a couple weeks ago we started this new series where I'm encouraging you, hopefully showing you a new way to think about some things, showing you a new way to approach the world, and that sort of thing. So I hope you're enjoying these, and I hope you're doing the homework. Please let me know that you've done the homework. I know that you're busy. I know you've got a lot going on. Friend, me too. Me too. So this homework, though, is really good stuff. Most of it is the homework that actually my therapist gave me. So I'm passing it along to you. You're getting secondhand therapy here. And today's topic, put your seatbelt on, all right? Like buckle it in, tighten it up, because we got to go for a little bit of a ride today that might hurt your feelings. And I don't mean to hurt your feelings, and I don't want to hurt your feelings. I'm not here to be like that mean teacher. No, I'm not here to do that. But what I have to tell you might get your toes. So just buckle in. And remember what we talked about last time? That sometimes you have to sit with the discomfort. Even if it's uncomfortable, it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to cause you harm. Just sit in the discomfort. And so if you feel uncomfortable with today, okay, I get it. I did too. And I'm still working through this. And so today we are going to talk about being negative is a habit and you have to break it. So I have some ways for you to break it, and know and understand that this is not an exhaustive list. There's so many more things out there, things that you can do, work you can do, all sorts of stuff. This is just a starting point for you to kind of get the wheels turning and letting you see that there is a different way out there. But first we have to establish being negative is a habit. Love you, mean it, but your negativity, your I hate the world speeches, your spiraling out of control, that has become a habit. Now the first few times, yeah, you were justified, sure. Oh my God, things go wrong. Things go wrong every single day. And I'm not telling you to not experience things being wrong. Please don't hear that. Bad things happen. Bad people do bad things every single freaking day, and they need to be punished. 100% need to be punished. I believe in that. But what I'm talking about is the spiral in your own head where this always happens to me. Every time I get on Facebook Live and I'm gonna sell something, Facebook craps out on me, or no one shows up, or no one shares my lives, or I never make money. I knew I wasn't gonna make that is what I'm talking about. And every time something happens, it triggers that negativity cycle. Yes, you can be mad. Yes, you can be hurt. Yes, you can be all up in your feelings. We're talking about today what happens after that. You have a trigger, you have a response, then you have a cycle. Trigger, response, cycle. We're talking about the cycle. You can't avoid the trigger. You can't. If you're using Facebook for business, it's going to suck 9 out of 10 days. We know that. We can't avoid that trigger. And we're going to get angry over it, because we're humans and we have emotions. But it's what happens after the response. That one. Tell me you're with me. All right. That is what I want to talk to you about. Facebook craps out on you, you get angry, and then you launch into this tirade about how the world hates you and Facebook sucks and this and that and blah, 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 and you're on it for 20 minutes, an hour, 3 days. That's the habit that has to be broken. So what you ideally want to do is have the trigger, have the response, change the cycle. You get on Facebook Live, it craps out on you, you get angry, and then you're like, okay, this happens. Technology sucks on a good day. It has nothing to do with me. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not a terrible human. This business doesn't suck. That is where we want to change. And so the first thing that I want to tell you that you probably need to do is stop talking. And I realize how difficult that is, but stop talking. Okay? Your first instinct is to just blah, 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 blah. And then you're going to get on a message or a text or Marco Polo or what have you with someone in your life, and you're going to talk about it again and just get fired up and mad again. And then you're going to talk about it with your spouse and you're going to get mad again. Stop talking. Stop talking to anybody else. Stop talking to other people. Stop frantically texting people. Stop. Time out. Take a time out. Stop talking. Okay? I want you to imagine that if it was your kid going on a tirade or something, what would you tell them to do? Your first thought would be, shh. Shh. Don't use the word shut up. Don't be like, oh my freaking God, if you don't no. Shh. Just talk to yourself like you would a kid. Okay, I know you're upset. Just shh. And let's work on it. Stop talking. Calm down. Breathe. Take a deep breath. I know this happens every single time. I'm here for you. Calm down. Breathe. Do you feel the difference in that? I was getting wound all the way up because I kept talking to different people about my problem. But when I stopped talking to them and I talked to me, and I told me to calm down, I told me that I'm here for me, I told me that I understand this happens and it freaking sucks. Calm. Because the truth is, you cannot be emotional and rational at the same time. Write that down. Put that in the comments. You cannot be rational and emotional at the same time. You can't. You cannot think straight and good thoughts when you are just pissed off. You can't. So you've got to bring it back, calm it down, stop talking. Step 1. This is how we're breaking that cycle. Trigger, response, change. We're going to change that. The next thing you may want to consider is changing your circle. And yeah, I know they're hard. They're your friends. It's your mom. It's your sister. It's your this, that, or the other. But if your only connection to some people is griping, complaining, moaning, bitching, that is not going to help you break a habit of negativity. That's just going to reinforce it because everyone around you is doing it. So of course you're going to do it too, right? If they tell you to jump off the bridge, you are jumping off the bridge. I know you are. That's how it works. So you may have to change your circle. And I don't mean like cut them out completely. No. Just don't talk to them about that kind of stuff. I'm not telling you what to do, just ideas. I realized, oh gosh, I don't remember how old I was when I realized some of my friendships were the most shallow of friendships because all we did together was gossip and talk shit about other people. I was in my later 20s, early 30s, and I was like, oh, that's not who I am. No, I don't want friendships based on tearing other people down. And I've realized recently that some groups I was part of and stuff, their whole mission was talking crap. Listen, I can talk enough crap on my own. I don't need your crap too, right? And it was always negative in those groups, and it was always a place of just anger, and I had to get myself out of them. And they were people that I loved, people that I still love, people that I admire and look up to, but I had to take myself out of those. And so that may be something that you have to do. If you are consistently and constantly negative, not that we're blaming other people. Please don't hear that. I'm not blaming the people around you, but I'm just asking you to take a look around you. See what you see. See who is around you. See the ones you run to every time something breaks in your life and their response to that. There's nothing, I'm not telling you what to do, just think on it. Take a look, take stock, and see what you see. Number 3 for breaking the habit is, friend, you've got to journal. Your homework in our first week was to buy a journal. I didn't care what it was, but you got to write it down. We need a pressure valve release. I grew up canning. I'm from the South. It's very obvious. You probably already figured that part out. And the canning pots have these pressure valves on top that steam can escape from. And when you're ready to seal the jars that are inside the pots, you cover the pressure valve so the steam can't escape, and the pressure builds up in the pot, and that is what seals the jars to keep them good for a long time. It's wonderful. But that pressure valve is also the most dangerous part of the pot. That's where it grows weak, because the pressure, there's a lot of pressure in there trying to go out of a little hole, and it's where it's the weakest, and that can pop off the pot. I've heard of people popping them off. It happens. And when you are ready to, when everything is done and the pot is cooled down, the first thing you take off is the top over that pressure valve, and you let the steam escape, and you leave it sit for a while. You come back in about 10 minutes, and the pressure has let out through that little hole, and then you can open the pot. And it's a safety process. And I want to tell you, not to be weird, but we're kind of like that pressure pot. We need a pressure safety valve, and we need to release it. You can't keep bottling crap up because you're gonna blow up. You've got to have some kind of release. Yes? Yes. And whereas before your release was griping with people, maybe it's time to change your release and you start journaling it. If you live in a place where it is unsafe for you to have written journal pages, burn them. Take them somewhere and have them shredded. Rip them up and put them in the Walmart trash cans when you go to Walmart next time. If you live in a place where your words can be read by the people who live with you, take care of them. But you need that act of written release. It is literally the pen to paper. There is just something about getting it from here through your arm to here that will absolutely make a huge difference for you in the release mechanism. Also, it makes you slow down, because you can't write as fast as you can think. No one can. You can't write as fast as your thoughts are coming through and processing them. So it makes you slow your brain down to get it out. And I understand there are neurodivergent friends among us. I too am. And my ADHD friend, she is 3 million miles an hour on a great day. I choose to journal because it makes me slow this down. It's fantastic. So start journaling and releasing all of that. And then if you have to get rid of it, get rid of it. Okay, for your own privacy and safety. Number 4 is therapy. You need therapy. I don't say that in a bad way. I believe every human that is 13 years or older needs therapy. A therapist will help you so much. They will help you with processing all of this. They will help you with kind of understanding maybe where some of this began. They will help you understand, is this your cycle of trigger response and then blowing up, or is this maybe something you learned from a parent or guardian? That is their job. That's their whole job. That's what you pay them for. Get you one, okay? Therapy will change your life. Absolutely change your life. And another one is move your body. I don't want to say workout because I'm not a health coach. I don't pretend to be a health coach. No. But I am a believer in that our body responds to our mental stresses. When you get anxious, does your tummy get upset? When you get mad, do your shoulders just become so rock hard you can't move them? Yeah, that's your body responding to your emotional stress. And if you go for a walk when you get angry, Maybe it'll kind of loosen some of that up and let the juices start flowing so you can think rational thoughts again. If you go to the gym and lift when you're really hurt, maybe that can help you work out some of that. The body is an amazing machine. It is led by a brain, and when the brain is overwhelmed with emotion, the machine kind of suffers too, right? So move your body. Do something physical, basic physical. Go for a walk. My husband will tell you I disappear often after stressful phone calls, annoying things, or even sometimes I've been known to walk and talk to some people because they're that kind of trigger for me, because I know when I move my body, I'm breaking my own negativity habit. And 9 times out of 10, I come back in here and I'm not pissed. I might still be a little angry, but I'm not like yelling and screaming and throwing things pissed. You know what I mean? There's levels to this. And then the last one is begin. That word is important. That word is crucial. Begin to catch yourself in your negativity habit. You didn't develop this habit overnight. You will surely not get rid of it overnight. You did not learn how to spiral and cycle out of control overnight. You're not going to stop that overnight either. And begin to start taking notice of when you do it is a big step. And it's a step that you're going to repeat a lot. So I've been doing this. I've been working through my own negativity spirals. Oh God, therapy 2.5 years now. A while. I don't know, 2.5 years. We'll go with that. And even still, I have to notice myself when I start talking to people about angry things, and when I start calling this person, I still have to notice that. And so it's a never-ending thing, and you're always a beginner. You're always learning with that. So if you got nothing from this, the last one is the best one. Begin to catch yourself. Begin to notice when this thing triggers you to this response, and then you cycle in this negativity. Oh my gosh, and you get stuck in it. And just notice it. Just notice that you're doing it, and just be like, oh, I'm doing it again. All right, come out of that. Back over here. You don't have to go from negative to positive. No, you just have to just come out of the negative. I'm not asking you to do that. Ooh, that somebody needs to hear that. I'm not asking you to go from negative city to positive city. That's impossible. Look at the distance between them. No, just come out. Just come out of the negative. Just a little bit. And every time you do that, every time you catch yourself in that cycle, every time you catch yourself in that habit, you get a little bit closer. If you have been long-term in negative city, there's a lot of space between negative and positive. Stop putting that much pressure on yourself to go from negative to positive, because you're not there yet. Your habit is to be negative. You're not going to go from a negative habit to positive. You're going to go from breaking it one thing at a time. It's like breaking a sugar addiction, dude. That takes months, and you have to have help to do it. You've got to give yourself some grace on this too. All right? So yes, being negative is a habit, but yes, you can break it. Your homework this week, ready for your homework, is to just begin to notice what triggers you, how you respond, and then what happens next. Trigger, response, next. That's it. Don't try to fix anything. Don't try to change anything. Don't try to stop anything. Just notice. Ooh. All right. Facebook breaks down. I get triggered. I get angry. And then I do this. Whatever this is, that's what we're talking about. That's your homework for this week. And as you start to notice those, then you can apply some of these things that we've talked about today. One step at a time, one day at a time. Heck, one trigger at a time. One trigger at a time. I hope this helps you. And I want you to say this. I want you to put this in the comments. I want you to write this in your journal. I am stronger than my cycles. I am stronger than my cycles. So sometimes negativity is a cycle. Sometimes pessimism is a cycle. Sometimes disappearing is a cycle. And you're stronger than them. And you can control them in time. Not today, just in time. Okay? I'm stronger than my cycles. I hope you have a wonderful day, a great week, and I will see you later.